Good morning to the replay crew if you're watching this later. I love my cute little sign right there. It's been a long time since I've done one of these, so come on in, everybody. Good morning, friends, as you're popping in. Hi, Carol. Hi. Hello. I'm just posting about this. Hold on a second. Bum, bum, bum. Happy Friday, everyone. Hi, Allie. I literally just got on, so you haven't missed a thing. Haven't even started doing my makeup yet. Just sharing about it. I'm going to be giving away some channel memberships today. I haven't done that in a long time. So make sure in your settings you have it turned on where you're able to accept gifts, okay? I'll do that in a bit once some people can get on, but it's been a hot minute since I've been on here, and YouTube gives us so many channel memberships that are basically like trial runs to give out. So what's everybody reading? Sorry, I do have slow mode turned on, which I probably didn't need for this morning, but sometimes it's helpful if it's really busy anyway. Okie doke. I can probably start talking. Oh, yay. Hi, Tamara. Welcome. Yeah, I used to do a lot more get ready with me, but honestly, I just need to make more time. There's no excuse. I love doing these to just get a chat in the morning. So yeah, tell me what you're reading, everybody. I was just saying I'm going to be giving away some channel memberships in a little bit, so make sure you have that turned on. Carol, you said you applied for Claire Kent's arc. Yeah, that is how I first read her arcs too, was from NetGalley. And then I kind of stalked her a little bit, which is very hard to do because she is not online much at all. She just drops her books and kind of runs or whatever. But I had read Last Light and Haven. Those were the only two books that were out. And she always said she was going to go back to them. But it had been like literally years or whatever. And I was like, oh, this will just be a series that doesn't get read or written. And then randomly I was on NetGalley, like probably a year or two later, and I saw Embers pop up. And I was like, what the hell is this? What? That looks like what? And she was like, oh, yeah, I have a bunch of books planned. And now we're on like book 7, which is just crazy. So let's see what everyone's reading here. I still wish it let us show them up here. Tamara said, you love my channel and I've helped you get into your book reading journey. Oh, I'm so happy. I love it. 3 Guilty Pleasures is what Katie's reading. That is a great series. I love that series. I want Nikki Sloan to put out another book. It's been a hot minute since she has. Shannon is reading, or you're going to be reading Soul Eater. That's great. That's a great one. Love it. Love to see it. Let's see what else. Out of the Blue by Allison Bliss. I've never heard of that one. Tamara is reading A Guy Walks Into My Bar. Oh, that's a good one. I love that one. Oh, Steph, you just got off work. Oh, well, that was perfect. That worked out. It's not 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm going live, Steph. Happy to be here. I still drinking some coffee. I'll get started on my makeup soon. I just like to see what everybody's reading first. Today I'll be filming the oddly specific recs for the Mafia readathon. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm not doing recs for everything, but I'm doing it for the oddly specific ones. So for the 2 and the 3 pointers, I went through and found some recs for everything. And I am so excited for this Mafia readathon. I hope it goes well. We'll see how it goes, but I like to experiment just a little bit, change it up, because yeah, sometimes we just do it a little bit too the same every time. And I mean, I like doing that, but I also like changing it up just to see if we like it better, you know? Because the way that I've been doing readathons is to make it like the lowest effort possible, which is great, you know, because where I was at before, it's like I just want me and everyone else to read as much as you can, right? So I don't have a goal for anyone to hit or any of that. But what I'm really liking is the idea of it being a bit more of a game again. You know, there's no rewards except for your status when you finish, which will be fun. I'm excited. So we'll see how it goes. And if it isn't as fun as I think, then we will modify it for the next one, right? But I thought it was a fun idea of, instead of a build your own board, it'll just be, what stuff do you find in these books? So some of them are going to be tougher than others. I was struggling to find some for the rec videos, but I didn't pick all the prompts. So, you know, don't blame me if some of them are harder. I asked some of my co-hosts, like, what are your favorite micro tropes when they pop up? Like, what's your favorite things? So that's where the prompt of like, one of the main characters plays an instrument. She loves when that shows up. And one of them was, well, for me, like Woman on the Run is one of my favorites, right? So yeah, it's very exciting. Okay, let me see what some of you guys are saying too. Anjali is, you're going to start reading the addendum. Oh, great. So that's funny too. I actually need to read books 2 and 3. I bought them to have Melanie Moreland sign them because I'll get to see her in just about a week from now. I'm so excited for the book signing. It's going to be great. And to see Pam. I can't wait to see Pam. I hope that my book gets here because the hardcover still says it won't be here till May 10th, but last time it ended up coming earlier. And I hope that it does, because I'll be really pissed if it takes that long to get here. But anyway, I have only read the contract, but I bought the next 2 just in case. So that is super. Hold on. There we go. But anyway, I should get started with some of my makeup anyway. Let's see. Let's see if we can make this work. Oop. There we go. That's going to be, we'll see how that works. It makes a slight noise, so hopefully you guys don't hear that. I don't want to make it weird for anybody, but this is my mirror over here, which is way too good, by the way. Let's see. Reading Rough Score by Kenna King. Oh, that was cute. That was cute. I'm glad that you picked that one up. I like that one a lot. Megan. Hi, Megan. You're reading A Season of Scandal by Julianne Long. Ooh, that's a nice one. And Carol, you saw that the Kristen Propey is on NetGalley. Yes, it is. It is. I asked for it like right away. And then Must Love Audio, after I asked for it, is like, oh yeah, we're going to have that one. And I'm like, well, at least if I don't get picked for the NetGalley, I'll have a chance to still get it with the audiobook review team that I'm on. because I can't wait for that one. Okay, I'm going to get started with my makeup so you guys know if you've been to one of these before. I may end up being quiet for a while so that I don't mess up my face while getting distracted. Samantha is reading Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh. Love it. And Jolly said, I didn't even know there was another book in the series. I know, right? Yeah, she kept writing a few because there's also like the Baby Claws, which I don't know if that got scooped in with one of the other ones or whatever, but I just didn't continue with that when I read the first one because it's about the same couple and I don't always like reading those, but it's Melanie Moreland. I mean, I know I won't hate it, so I'm going to read it, but usually once I get an HEA, I'm not looking to do that. So, okay, let me do my eyebrows here. Go ahead and put up any questions or rec requests or whatever. Otherwise, after I put my eyebrows on, well, they're definitely already on. I have to arc eyebrows, but after I shape them, I'll just start talking about something. So if you have any questions, go ahead. Otherwise, also, if you guys are new to this, I don't generally talk about the makeup I'm using too much because I'm not a guru by any means. I'm just a girl who gets by with what she has. So just know that. But I'll show you after I do this here. Yeah, luckily, so I've been dyeing my hair for the last 7 years probably. And I actually have a very like dirty blonde, lighter blonde hair. But luckily, I have very dark blonde eyebrows. So whenever I have dark hair, like it doesn't seem super like off, which has worked well for me. But I do just fill in a few spots. I find that the less I do to my eyebrows, the better. I just even out the color. Some people do their eyebrows just wonderfully. And I didn't even do my eyebrows until a couple years ago because I was like, what do I do with them? And then there's a phase in some of mine where I went real hard with them and have very dark, I think we all have that phase. But the stuff that I used is, this is called Florence, and it's actually Millie Bobby Brown's, which is funny. I didn't pick it for any particular love of her, but when I was at Ulta, I just really liked the shades that they had with it. So I've had this now for a couple years, and it's just a medium brown one. So that's what I have currently. Let's see. What am I currently reading? So I'm currently, if Allie is still watching, I'm currently rereading Him by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen. I'm annotating that for her right now. I should finish it today. I've been taking my time with it just because I have a million and one things going on. As always happens to me. Yeah, I'm just about halfway through and I forgot honestly kind of how quick they start like fooling around, and like I'm cool with it. I don't got no problems with it. But I was like, "Oh wow. They really get going real quick with that." So I love that. Hi Amber, good morning my friend. Marcy is reading The Cock Down the Block. I've seen that one. That's funny. Huh. I don't know if that's working. Whatever. Okay. So I had bought this new little mini palette and I'm actually pretty disappointed in it. It's probably because I've been using a really good palette for a long time. So I had bought, who is this? Revolution London. I bought their little mini palette that was their Ultimate Nudes, which has this beautiful palette, right? I love purples and pinks. And it is not pigmented like at all. Look at me using guru words. So it's similar to, I have this Urban Decay mini palette that I got. This happened a couple years ago now, but this palette was literally in the wrong spot at Ulta. This tiny palette is normally like $35 and it was on the $10 rack. And like, it was obvious someone just put it there. But the lady, I was like, "Is this really $10?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "Well, it's okay. Because I've been a salesperson. I'm like, you don't have to." And she's like, "No, no, no, no. It was put on there." And there was multiple ones there. It wasn't just one. And she's like, "These were put in the wrong spot." So I got this Urban Decay mini palette for $10. And it's basically what I've been using ever since. And this one is, this color is, wait, where does it say? I don't know. This one is the Naked number 3 mini palette, and I got it for $10, which is great. Helen, hi Helen. I know I was hoping some of my faraway friends would be here. So, Helen, you're awesome. So happy to see you here. Well, you're almost done with work. Okay, Steph just got off of work. Helen is still at work. So, that's the update, everyone. Okay. Purple is a difficult color. It is, but purples are my favorite. I love purples, and pinks usually is what I use. And so I was just disappointed when it had these really pretty purple ones and I put it on my eyes and it was a pale pink. And I'm like, excuse me? What are we doing? What is going on? I don't like it at all. Also, Helen, I saw that you were reading When the Earl Meets His Match. Girl, I saw you slip that up there. I hope that you enjoy it. I know it's really sweet. I know you're not always about the sweetness, but I hope you like it because I was excited about it. I saw you slip it on there and I was like, oh, snap. Makes me happy. Amber is reading The Earl Takes All and slowly trying to finish The Pucking Wrong Guy. You have to tell me how you feel about that one because I believe those ones are pretty dark hockey romance, right? Which I'm here for, obviously. But okay, enough talking, and I've only done my eyebrows. So you needed a change from dark romance before Mafia. Got it. Okay, well, hopefully it's helping then, because Phoebe and Hugh are just so sweet. I love them. She's supposed to be writing more books in that series, but things have been a bit rough for Stacy recently, so. All right, so I'm just going to do my normal colors because maybe I'll add a little bit of sparkle from that one, but yeah, I always just use 3 of the colors in this one, as you can probably tell by which ones I use the most. Keep it simple. Okay, so I was reading him, or am reading him, and that's going well. And then the audiobook I'm starting today is, I got it from Valentine PR, and it is Wild River by Laura Pavlov. So I'll be listening to that today because I actually have, well, let me finish talking about the books, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do while I listen to that in a second. So I'm going to be listening to that one today. And then I'm also reading a Dramini, which I needed so bad. I needed a Dramini because y'all know, well, if you follow me, you know, I'm still reading Chasing the Sun. I finally finished volume 1 and I'm on volume 2, but I needed a break. This one is so good, but it's such a slow burn, long, like it's taking forever to get somewhere. And I mean, I know it's going to be great once we get going. I fully trust Ashton and Mel, who are very excited for us to be reading it, but I needed a little bit of a break. And so I read a quick, spicy one that was like a little BDSM Dramini, and that was fun. But then I had found this one that is an accidental pregnancy where Draco's already a single dad. And so there's little Scorpius who's just all excited that he's going to have a little sister. and Hermione and Draco have this magic connection that's happening. And so while she's pregnant, like the further along she gets, he can't be far away from her, or she like could lose the baby type of thing. So now she's moved in to Malfoy Manor, and yeah, it's just going really, really sweet. I'm loving that one. So I'll hopefully finish that one today. And then, knock on wood over here, I want to start King of Sloth tonight because I want to read it before it comes out. I want to read King of Sloth before it comes out. And I'm done with like all the other arcs that come before it. And then I have arcs after it. So I want to get started on King of Sloth tonight is the goal. But what I have to do today, as I said, hi, Daniela. Good morning. The thing that I have to do today while I'm listening to the Laura Pavlov is I'm getting my next bookshelf in. So if you guys are on my Patreon, the Patreon people know that I've slowly been replacing these janky ass shelves with ones more like this one over here, which are like more open, and that's a bad angle. It makes it look like it's crooked, but I've been replacing them with those. And I have a big corner bookshelf that I put in that is wonderful. And so one by one, I've been replacing those. And so today by 6 p.m., supposedly, this big double shelf that I'm getting to replace those two is coming in. So after I film my 2 videos for today, I need to start taking everything off, which is probably, there's between 300 to 400 books on those because the one of them is like all historical romances. And I'm going to be unhauling some of them, the ones that I don't have any interest in reading, just because I'm not reading as many historicals. And also, let's be honest, I bought most of them for like Step Back Saturdays and stuff. And I'm by no means going to purge all my historicals. That will never happen, but I need to make some room. And so I will get rid of some of those. So that's going to be a big project. That will definitely be a big project for sure. Just cleaning off the shelves and like having a place to put all those books, because one thing you don't expect is just like how much floor space all the books take up when they're not on a bookshelf. So I'm basically going to line my hallway with them because I still have to be able to, oh, damn it. That's the thing. I still have to be able to get the bookshelf in here. Because usually the UPS guy helps me get it in here so that I have it in a place where I can start taking it apart. Damn it. I'm not going to be able to put all the books right there because that's where I'll have to put that. Well, maybe they'll go in my kitchen. Maybe I'll put them on the floor in my kitchen. But anyway, I have to take all the books off, and then I'm going to vacuum under it and clean everything up. But then I do have a movie night at my friend's. So depending on when the shelf gets here, I might wait till tomorrow to start building it. But we shall see. So anyway, extremely excited to have a new bookshelf because that one over there has already broken. Like the bottom shelf broke off. And so I just have all the books stacked in there. And then the shelves like buckle in a little bit. And it's just a lot. But those were my cheap shelves that I've had. And I've slowly been like putting them basically on like the Amazon like layaway or whatever and just paying a little bit at a time for them. It's not called Amazon layaway. There's the like payment plan you can get on them basically, because I was like, I'm replacing my bookshelves before they break. So that's what we've been doing. All right. I blend out put the topping on here. But anyway, everybody's kind of quiet today. I know it's different times for everybody, but also this is like the ApollyCon support group for those of us who couldn't go. Very, very sad that I couldn't go, but I'm also really glad like that I didn't go to Readers Take Denver because that looked like it was honestly traumatizing for people. And I would have been beyond pissed if I paid how much money that one is. like, I would have been beyond pissed off if I paid that much money and was treated that way and didn't get to see everyone, because Book Bonanza, I didn't, I got to see everybody I wanted to see, but there's still a lot of downtime. There's still a lot of downtime where you're just waiting to be able to see somebody, and then to be like rushed through it because you know how many people are waiting behind you and you don't want to be like rude, but it's just very like, it's very frustrating. I know y'all are at work. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not that lonely. Y'all know I can talk myself in circles, so it's totally fine. um, but I do want to put it out there that if you ever do have a small signing in your area, like the one I'm going to go to, because there are a lot, and they're usually put on by the local authors, and they're usually they're usually put on by the local authors, and they don't cost a lot of money. If there's ever one near you that you can drive to it, I highly recommend it, because, I've said this, like the one I'm going to in Iowa is only $5 for the ticket fee, right? And even the VIP, like if you get the VIP, which you get in an hour earlier and you get some nicer swag if you're the VIP, um, is only, I think, like $25 to $30 for the VIP, right? That's the most expensive ticket, you know? And so if you can find events like that where they're less money, and maybe you don't even know everyone who's there. Like I only know like 5, 6 authors that are going to be there. And also like SJ Tilly isn't going this time because she's blown the fuck up, which good for her, because like she only had Nero out when I went last year. And I was looking for Mafia romance at the event, and I was like, "Hey, you have Mafia romance?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm just starting this series." And I was like, "Oh, cute. Yay." And I bought Nero. And then who would have thought that it would just blow the fuck up? So she's not going to be there this time, which understandable. She went to some bigger signings. And then Lena Hendricks is the other one too. Like she had quite a few books out by then, but I hadn't heard of her until I heard about the signing, and then I started looking at her books, right? Did I finish my eyes? I should make sure I know where I'm at. Hold on. Yeah, I did finish those. But anyway, my point being, like Pam Godwin's going to this one, Jennifer Hartman. Julie Ann won't be at it this time. She was last year. Annika Martin was there last year. So there's not a ton of big name authors to it, but also that meant I had the chance to like actually talk to authors. Like there's authors who don't have anyone at their table because they're not super popular. Like they maybe just came to this with their husband and a pile of their books, right? And so you get the chance to talk to them and ask them about their book, right? Like that's something that I got to do that was so fun, is I was like, "Tell me about your books. What type of books do you write? Like convince me," and there's nothing more that even a introverted author wants to do than talk about their book to you. Like that's the whole point that they're there. So anyway, that's just my bit of advice for that, is if you're feeling the FOMO, like some of us do. And I mean, mostly my FOMO is like I wanted to see my friends. Like ApollyCon is the one that a lot of my like really close book friends go to. So I do have some FOMO for it for sure. But I also know, oh my gosh. See, and this makeup too is so powdery. I don't even know if I like this. Let's see if I can. I was trying to add some of this and like it won't even stick to my fucking eyes. Glad I didn't. Yeah, that's not even sticking. That's shit. Well, don't buy these palettes from Revolution because literally none of it is sticking to my eyes. Screw that. Anyway, almost done with this. So where was I going with that? I don't even know what my train of thought. Let's see what you were saying. I've only heard bad things about that one. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it sucks too. It sucks because in previous years, there's always something, right? And it's one thing if there's like one thing that went wrong, right? Like at Book Bonanza, the lines were a bot and the ticketing was frustrating. And yes, there was a lot of people there that are just there to get the pretty editions of books and they don't even care about the authors, right? So they are literally bitches. Okay. They are bitches because they are just like, I'm here to get these special editions so that I can resell them for $1,000 and I don't care what you think about it. They're not there for the genuine like experience of meeting the author and having them sign it. Like that is not an exaggeration. At Book Bonanza, there was absolutely people willing to pay that much money to be there because they know what the books will be worth, right? Which that's a whole nother conversation to get into of like, I love special editions. Hello, I absolutely do. But I wish more of them were available either after the event for people to buy in their shops or whatever. Like, why wouldn't you want more people to get your books? Okay, I'm sorry. I stick by it because I might not have $500 to $1,000 to go to a book signing, but I would still buy your book. And now I can't because I don't have the entrance fee of all that. Anyway, it's okay. Authors can do what they want. They can do what they want. But, it's just difficult when you see all these pretty things and can't have them. Okay, I want them. But one thing I'm really happy about is that the special edition of the Saints duet, Sophie said she'd send me a copy of it. So at least I have some good author connections. So very happy to get that one. Yeah, Daniela and Juliet Cross too. Like she launched her hardcovers at a Polycon, but there was the Kickstarter for them so that we could get them still. Like I think that is a great way to do it. And I think like Zoe Draven's doing the same thing. Like her Kickstarter is going on, but I think she's having some of the books at a Polycon too, So anyway, I'm just saying you can make more money that way. And like San Mariano has her special edition that's only going to be available at signings. And I could cry about it. Okay, I could fucking cry about it because none of those events that she's doing do I have a chance of getting into. But anyway, enough whining. Authors can do what they want to do. It's totally fine, but I can still be sad about it and be upset a bit. But what this said of like, you haven't seen any good things. Okay, that's what I was talking about. I go on sidetracks. Y'all know how I am. Also, I did get a new mascara to try. This one is Falsies by Maybelline. I used to buy their Falsies all the time, like the purple tube, a dark purple tube. And I tried this one last week and I'm loving it. So that's my new mascara I got anyway. But yeah, so the one thing is there will be aspects that people complain about, right? You'll get the videos or the things where people are upset because of a certain thing or one thing didn't go their way, but to have widespread across the board, readers, authors, volunteers, vendors to all say that they were treated like shit and it was mishandled, then you screwed up. Sorry, my nose is itching. And then that you're done. Like, honestly, that author too, who is it? Lisa Renee, whatever. I can't remember her name, who like ran that. And you only saw authors complaining. Oh, girl, you ain't following the right influencers then because they were all upset. Like, I just watched Cayenne is working, so she's not here, but she made a vlog about it. She was a bit nicer about it. Maybe she had a good experience, but so many of my friends, like it was awful. There was Lisa Renee Jones. There was there just wasn't any like ADA modifications. There was no water available. There wasn't enough time for signings. And like, Maggie Cole she stays out of the drama. Okay. This woman is about her books and she doesn't bullshit. And she put something up on her Facebook that I honestly was like, if she's saying that. And she is a very business-minded woman. So I do suggest you go watch that if you'd like a behind-the-scenes look of just how upsetting it was. So, oh my gosh. Hi, Megan. I've been up for 30 minutes. You're good, girl. You're good. So, okay, let's get back to the books. But anyway, the point being, I'm not saying you should never go to a big signing. There's some great ones. I hear wonderful things about, I mean, even like Book Bonanza was great. There's only one more year of that this year, but like I hear good things about Love in Vegas. I hear plenty of good things. But I also would suggest that if you are feeling FOMO because you don't have $1,000 minimum to go to a signing, there are usually other options. Like I live in the middle of bum F you know where, and there's still one within driving distance of me. You know, there's book lovers everywhere. And so that's one that is more like doable, right? And it can be more fun to go to one of those. And honestly, too, going to this one, like there's not a lot of like influencers and like young people there, which I guess I'm not one of the super young people anymore. But at Book Bonanza, it's definitely a more like younger influencer crowd at that one, right? And like this book signing is at a casino, and the authors there are all like friends because they're from the same area, right? That's what this one is. And so yeah, that's what I highly suggest. If you're feeling FOMO from that type of stuff, look for smaller ones that you can go to and maybe be supporting smaller authors and everything. So okay, now back to this. Dramini said, "Hi Jen, how are you? You're currently reading Blocker Book 5, the Seattle Sharks by Samantha Whiskey." Ooh, nice, nice. Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, if y'all haven't seen Jess Wisecup's special edition, I can't wait to get mine. It looks so good. Okay, mascara time, so don't mind me. If you have any other questions or comments, hit me up because I will need to get to the filming part soon. Oh my gosh, I love this mascara so much. Yeah, I like this one a lot. All right, one more coat before it gets dry. Okay, there we go. But yeah, otherwise, not too much else going on. I mean, it's always interesting too when like the tea is about like an event and not a specific person, you know? I wish you could do your eyeshadow like me. Oh my gosh. Girl, I do the most basic bitch stuff. I promise. I promise. I am only good at it because I've been doing it since I was 16. I have no special skills at all. So thank you very much. But it's basically I found a sparkly palette and I just layer it on there, man. And before I even knew what to do, I just found a pretty color that complemented my eyes and put one coat on of eyeshadow. Just I still do that sometimes for videos when I even bother to put on stuff anymore. Because you guys know I barely put on makeup anymore. I basically only put on makeup because I was like, oh, I want to do a get ready with me. And so I'm like, well, how do I get ready? I have to put on makeup. So yeah, thank you for the compliments. I very much appreciate it. But I promise I don't do anything special. It's just repetition. Been doing it for half my life at this point. So I'm used to it. But anyway, otherwise, oops, I can turn that off. I don't have too much. Oh, well, thanks. I know I don't need makeup, but I like it. And like I said, I wanted to do a get ready with me, so I did it. But this is a finished look. It's great. It's basic. I'll probably put some blush on when I go in the bathroom to do my hair. But otherwise, we're pretty much done. So yeah, like I said before, I'm going to do the Mafia rec video, film the Unsteady review, for the patrons, because this was our exclusive review. Spoiler alert, I loved this. We'll just say that. My review will be very glowing. It was a great book. And I'm really sad that this is the only book by this author. I think this was her debut. Unless someone knows differently, literally this is the debut, which is crazy. Also, I'm getting really antsy to start Voyager. Oh, my earrings. Yes. Those are actually over there. Thank you. This time my earrings are from that market that I went to. But I actually usually wear earrings that Megan sent me. So thanks, Megan. See, people are complimenting my earrings. Most of them are ones that she made for me, if I wear them at all. My ears just they never used to be sensitive when I was young. But it's I wear my earrings once a week and my ears are sore the rest of the week. And so I'm ugh, I hate that. But it is a rainy day today, which is nice. We need a lot of rain, but otherwise, nothing too fancy. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I'm getting really antsy to start Voyager. But I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that. I need to put up questions for everybody, though. I know I need to do that because everybody's read it already and I haven't. But I want to. I can't wait to reread Voyager. It's such a good one. After all the pain we went through in Dragonfly and Amber, we get a little more joy coming our way in the next one anyway. But yeah. I mean, if nobody else has any questions, I know I throw this on everybody and you're in the middle of work and living your life, but this was fun. And then I'll get to filming my videos. And then, as I said, I got to dismantle this big ass shelves over here, the shelves over there. Yes, Amber, need to read Voyager. I mean, we still have 3 weeks to get to it. And I usually bang it out in 2 or 3 days once I get into it. But yep, it's a good time. But yeah, otherwise, I will, yes, Steph too. I will go ahead and end this then. Aw, thanks, Helen. I will definitely, I'm going to put some clips in the vlog of me building the shelf, hopefully. We'll see how sweaty that I get while I do it. This shelf was relatively easy compared to when I did the double shelf, the corner shelf. Y'all, that corner shelf is gorgeous, but there's only one way that it goes together. And the instructions were not adequate for telling you which pieces only go one way. So I had that whole effing thing almost put together. And then I realized that my screws were off on one side because it was the wrong one. And I had to take that apart. And when you're putting those together, you have to use the tiny little Allen wrench or whatever it is. My thumb was going to fall off. Anyway, I hope this double shelf isn't as bad since it's still all one. But anyway, hi, Shannon. Yes, thank you all so much. You guys are amazing. But yeah, we'll see you next. Oh, Dee, it's okay. You can rewatch it. I was just putting on my makeup and we're chatting. But I will see you guys soon. We'll have some videos up this weekend. Thanks, guys. If I survive the bookshelf, it'll be good.